Yes, it was a very unfortunate incident on the morning of 16th January, Sunday, where one of our UPDF personnel shot at a Uganda police traffic officer following a slight disagreement over towing of a military vehicle. The vehicle had been involved in, according to police traffic categorizations, a single minor traffic accident, because it knocked a stationary object, which was a fuel station billboard. No one was killed, no one was injured, but of course, according to the traffic regulations, traffic is one that is mandated to remove vehicles from any scene of an accident of any sort. Now, the traffic officer was actually doing his work for recovery of the vehicle. But also, the UPDF Military Transport Department deployed personnel to work with the police in recovery of that vehicle. So there was, I think, a misunderstanding between our military transport officers and the Uganda police traffic officer was at the scene on where the vehicle can be taken. So the officers from the UPDF Military Transport Department thought that the vehicle should be taken to the Military Transport Department of the UPDF. But the police traffic officer, according to their procedures, was like, yes, even if it is to be taken to the UPDF Military Transport Department, the police also should have a record of that particular incident. So there was a misunderstanding. Unfortunately, the misunderstanding went bad, and the driver of the vehicle ended up shooting Police Constable Okebez Robert, injuring him gravely in the leg. And like you have put it, we have been notified, and we learned that he has been amputated. We have been working very well with the police in the joint operations. So this one is a lone incident of a single indisciplined personnel of the forces, because under normal circumstances, that should not have happened at all, because first of all, we are friendly forces. We work together in very many things. Even this one, the Uganda police deployed their personnel. Even the UPDF deployed their personnel. So they were supposed to have coordinated and understood one another on how to manage the situation. If it would have gone beyond them, they were expected to consult their superiors, their superior deploying authorities. And it's very unfortunate that at that level they failed to sort that out, and it ended up with that. But so far what we have done is that first and foremost, we had to save life. And the officer was in charge of the operation to recover the vehicle, the UPDF military transport officer, Major Albert Okuo, took responsibility very quickly, evacuated the traffic police officer to Mulago Hospital, at least for emergency first aid care. That he did, contrary to what I've been saying, the news that he was dumped. No, even if you go to Mulago Hospital records, or even the police records themselves, because he first reported, in fact, the incident at Chira Road Police Station, that our person has committed an offense and is on the run. But Major Oko took responsibility, took the officer to Chira Road and reported, and even reported the case. At police, he's the one who first reported the case. Then later, using his own means of transport, took the injured officer to Mulago Hospital for emergency first aid care. That one he did. So contrary to what I've been seeing people reporting, that he dumped that the officer was dumped at the scene, no. Because I want to repeat that it was a singular, isolated case of an indisciplined person. Now, Police Constable Mukebezi got emergency care at Mulago, but later, UPDF working with Uganda Police, we transferred him for better medical attention at Victoria Hospital. That's where he's up to now. Now, the culprit, the suspect, is still on the run. Corporal Mango Bashir, after committing that offense, he vanished even from the scene. Fortunately, we have recovered the gun which he used, which is very important as an exhibit. He's still on the run, but we are working still with the Uganda police to arrest him, and we have so far very good leads leading to his arrest. Because first of all, we have the exhibit, which is the gun, and the officer, Major Oku, has also been arrested because he was the one who was in charge of the entire operation. That one has also been arrested to help with investigations. We have, working with the police, continue to support the injured officer in hospital, working with the police and the family, and we shall make sure that he is well. At least he's out of danger. The amputation is very unfortunate, but that is what the medical team could do within their means. Very unfortunate. But what we have also been assured, at least from the police leadership, that he will continue working, even though disabled. There is a mechanism how people like that can be still engaged in service, because now the worry would be that now he's disabled, can he continue working? The police leadership, even yesterday, we were in a meeting with them, chaired by the CDF himself, and they assured us that yes, he will still be deployed in other departments. The police force is big. It's not only about traffic. So there are other duties which he can do, late duties, and they told us that they even have other people who are disabled and they continue working. Then we as UPDF, we will also, at least the Chief of Defense Forces promised that we have a facility, Chieftaincy of Mubende Rehabilitation Center, where we do a lot of things, including artificial limbs. We have a partnership with some of our friendly countries who support us in terms of producing artificial limbs. We also have cases of those in nature. For instance, soldiers injured in battle who end up losing their limbs, so artificial limbs. So he promised that Police Constable Muchebezi would also benefit from that facility and get an artificial limb so that he can continue doing other work. So that process is already on. But most important now, our effort is on finding the suspect, Corporal Mango. And I can assure you that our military justice system is very efficient. As and when we find him, he will certainly be subjected to the full process of the law, and justice will be delivered. That is the assurance we want to make.